Coming up tonight, it's poker like never before. The best players you'll ever witness and the biggest egos you'll ever see. Go! Premier League poker is off and running, but the wheels have come off and there are no brakes.
I cry too much when I lose. You cross boundaries, that's much worse. That's what you do.
He has more money now, more jets, he has more companies. Let's give more to charity, Phil. Let's give half. Every time you win, give half.
Are there any other boundaries you want to cross? You want to talk about my wife and my kids or something? You didn't start there yet? Okay, good. You cross boundaries, man. I have the greatest record in tournament hold'em in the world by far. It's not even close.
Phil Hellmuth is an overrated player in his own opinion, in his own mind.
I'm not worried about anyone else. I'm worried about me.
I'm Jesse May, and this is the PartyPoker.com Premier League Poker. 12 of the best poker players from around the globe fighting it out in a league format to see who's the top banana. We're 2 games in, and let's have a look at the league tables to see how the players are doing. The top 4 is where you want to be at the end of the season. They go straight through to the final table, and currently, Hellmuth and Helpy on top with 8 points. The heads-up zone is a dodgy place. After the regular season, these middle 4 will play heads-up to find the final 2 seats. You don't want to be in the pink zone. It means relegation. And who would have thought the Devilfish and Tony G would lie there now? Roll 'em. The world is turning. This drama going on. Heat getting underway. 6 players taking their seats. And look there at Phil Hellmuth, who Devilfish won the first heat that you were a part of. Is he in good form or what?
Phil is a very, he's a very good player, but he's also a very lucky player. You know, I mean,
if someone's going to crack Phil tonight, if they're going to put him off his game, could it be one of these 2 guys, Tony G or Kenna James?
Yeah, I happen to know that. I think Kenna and Phil have got quite a lot of history, so you know, they're going to be taking each other on for definite.
Yeah, KJ a bit unlucky in the second heat, and those are the chips. Players starting with 100,000 in chips, as we know. Yellow's worth 1,000, blues are 2, reds 5,000 apiece. And the lady shuffling them there with the nice jewelry is Liz Lou.
He is super smart.
You can always do better than me, Andy, that's for sure. At least you're trying.
Hey, did you see?
No shame in trying.
Did you guys hear that
commitment here?
the views on Tony G's YouTube has just surpassed all the ticket sales from Jurassic Park?
Cole? What's that?
All right, another 4.
Grace, 4,000 more. Cole?
Let's dance.
There's a limp in from Roland, a raise from Tony G out of the big blind on blind, and 12,000 in the pot here.
Content as well.
Yeah.
It's a great flop for Roland, isn't it, Devil?
Check. Great.
It is a good flop.
Check.
And if it comes a 5, they'll both make a straight.
You're going to better start concentrating. Let him win this game.
Huh?
Start concentrating.
I think Roland's going to pick it up.
7,000. Cold.
He's in trouble. He doesn't know how big trouble he is, does he?
No. He never knows how big a trouble he's in. Oh, look at that's why you see these guys. I don't know how they do it. Unbelievable.
2 outs in the deck for Tony. He's hit him.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
looks like Roland's going to be betting.
7,000.
Yeah.
Is that a defensive bet?
Gold.
7. I think it's. Oh, nice hand, Tony. Good call.
Yeah. Just 7, 9, that's an outs. 5, I was hoping for a 5.
No, 5
Five's no good.
I was hoping for a 5, don't worry. You could have something else, you don't have to have
I mean, if Roland's got a 9 in his hand, which he has, you don't want to be catching any
Well played,
flags.
Tony.
Yeah,
You've done nothing wrong. You've done nothing wrong.
It's for rationalization.
You've done nothing wrong.
Well, he got them all
You
screaming.
could have a
anyway.
5.
Yeah.
And,
You could have
I
anything.
called again, now I want you to have something else.
You could easily been in worse spot there.
I could have been.
No, you could have been in a worse spot.
Raise
If
6,000
he had
total.
made straight.
Yeah, that's right.
Where
I'm
were you?
totally-
Where were you
9,
in the
10,
hand?
that's what I was hoping you
Nowhere.
had. 9, 10.
DeWolf a little steaming perhaps on the button, raising now.
Yeah.
Hoping
King
you had
7
9.
suited. And Tony's gonna. This is what Tony loves, isn't it? He
the
beats a
value
guy in a
kind of the
pot and he
value.
plays the next
Yeah.
one against him.
Now I'll let Kenneth squeeze it.
I mean, didn't you learn anything from the last week's match? I mean, you're out there dancing around every time, wham, 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 over to the bar, and here you are, same thing.
You came third, I remember.
I can't believe Ken is going to call this with an A7, is he?
Is he thinking of re-raising?
I don't know what he's doing. That's on the re-raise and call with an A7 in third spot.
Oh, he's talking about you splashing out.
Yeah, I know.
Well, there's not many people that fold this hand for 4,000 except maybe the guy on my left, but I'm going to do it.
Pass.
You like that fold?
Well, it's an automatic fold.
That's why.
Would have been a terrible call.
Tony seems to feel like he's holding over Roland, and perhaps he is.
Yeah, he's got a pretty nice flop here. He's flopped the nut flush draw.
But I'm working on things.
And Roland's flopped the nothing draw. Roland's firing, isn't he?
7,000.
Let's make sure you got it.
Tony's just calling it.
Just call with a flush draw.
Yeah, I like the call. I ain't got a lot of faith in flush draws, you know.
What did you say?
Diamond is what G needs. That's giving Roland a flush draw and a straight
Yeah,
draw.
what a card that was. That was a joker for Roland.
15,000.
That much?
Just a little bit. Not too much.
You like your hand that much? Okay.
You want to swap hands?
I want to see your hand. If I fold, do you show me?
Nah, I don't think you'll fold.
Okay, I'm going to go all in.
Raise all in.
That's a strong play.
This is a strong play. Well, you see, this is Tony betting out 15,000 on the, you know. I didn't like that bet. And he set himself up for this, you know. If he'd have checked, Roland would have probably checked and took a free card.
53,000 right there.
Yeah, take it.
And this is a very strong move from Roland the Wolf, considering he only got 1 point last time, but he knew he was playing against Tony G, who couldn't afford to go out early either.
I had a bad hand, but I had the heart and the commitment to the game to win the pot.
Roland the Wolf in the lead, but those chips will be in play, and it's going to go crazy on the other side. Welcome back, Poker Greats, and a classic match.
And even though, and I announced, I said, well, this kid must be smart enough to know that he's raising every pot. He's got to slow down now because now he knows they're on to him.
Right.
He just kept right on going. And it worked.
Stop now.
Pass.
Helmuth telling that story, perhaps
one of the only things I
for
got
Roland the
wrong on my
Wolf's benefit.
Pass.
Yeah. No, he's always telling stories where they've got some sort of innuendo in there, you know. Don't do this to me because I'm going to pick up on it.
Raise to 7,000.
7 dimes?
Be a good commentator when you retire.
Hold on a minute. Let me
How
get
does
this
Phil wanna
scrape.
play
I'm gonna
this?
get this scrape here. Hold on.
Tony G's managed to fold a 10 jack, which is, you know, it's a good fold for him.
So hard.
That
So
is
hard.
going to make the cut.
But 10 jack's a great hand to get you into trouble. You pick a straight
raised
drop.
to
You're always
25,000
likely to pick a drop. I mean, if you pick a 10 or a jack up, you're not going to like it. You pick a drop,
Pass.
you end up losing all your chips. You know.
Helmuth
trouble.
decided to make the re-raise here with the 8s. It's probably the right move. Is he going to win this pot? Devil, if you're going to try and get a read off Phil Helmuth.
Re-raise.
Oh, he's re-raised.
Yeah. I know Phil's probably going to throw him away unless he thinks it's a coin flip situation and he decides to gamble.
How has KJ picked up that Phil might not be as strong?
This is where I usually get outplayed when I have a really good hand and they underestimate me. But then, this is where I usually get outplayed, but then I bust the guy later.
Who's he talking
This is
to?
very philosophical.
Who's he talking to?
Talking to the audience.
Is there, oh, right, okay. I was just wondering what was going on, man. I thought there was someone else here.
Fair enough.
You know, that's kind of weird.
Dave, if Helmuth knew what Kenna James had, would he stick the money
I'm
in?
not sure you have
Oh
a
yeah,
lot
I'd stick
here.
the money if you knew what he had, for definite. Yeah.
Y'all just give me a minute to think, please.
No problem.
Thank you.
No worries.
Take your time. It's probably a coin flip.
You see, I don't like Kenneth. Kenneth shouldn't have really said that. You know, I mean, because that's what Phil's got in his mind. I mean, the only hand Phil wants to call here is Ace King. You know, Ace King, Ace Queen.
Is KJ starting to regret what
You
he
know
done?
I mean, if you outplayed me here, buddy, you deserve it. You really do. And I'll get you anyway, so
Hey.
I fold.